Hello, my peeps. Sorry this mini lesson is getting posted so late in the afternoon. It's 1:23 and I'm still just recording it. I'm such a bad person. But you already know how to revise and it's not anything new. And so mainly this is just a reminder mini lesson. And of course it's fun-filled, packed with all kinds of cool little Easter egg kind of things and my unwavering sense of humor. See what I can do? I can see who's on here. Look who's on here right now at 1:23 on a Wednesday, 4:22. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to be using this document. It'll change up here. It'll say next week's dates next week, but this is going to be your go-to document for everything that we do from here on to the end of the year. And I'll keep these parts of it the same. So I'll change the message, but this will be a consistent part of it. And then you'll see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So just make sure you look at the directions. So today's mini lesson is this, and I'm recording it right now. So mini lesson being recorded. It's not a lie. I'm actually doing it right now. For the other 18 hours, it was a lie. And then so I do the mini lesson the same as I would when we actually do it on the carpet, but I'm doing it on this document so you can see what would happen. And I'm going to try to keep recording it and give you the mini lesson. But last time we were comparing and contrasting using transition words, and that was something where you were using stuff like by comparison, in contrast, in addition to, or you can say things like they are similar or different because, for instance, also, this is, while that is, however is always a good transition word to use. So that was from the last teaching point. You can get that. Some of you were asking also today about where to get the writer's survey. It's right here in blue, writer's survey. If you click on that link, bam, you'll go to the writer's survey. And it's more to help you than anything else, plus to see who's checking in. So I'm going to record in the gradebook who's done the writer's survey. Sorry, I didn't have time to hit the cough button. So here's another place to get that link, just in case you're not sure. And let's begin on today's mini lesson. So have you ever played a video game? No. Okay. Well, let me think of something you have done. Probably drive a car. You've probably driven your parents' car, right? You know how when I get into the car, I don't need to read the owner's manual to learn how to do everything. How come? That's right, because I already know how to do it. So today, you're asking yourself, what do you already know how to do? Now, like on a video game, I know you've never played those before, but you don't have to read how to use the controllers. If you get a new video game, you learn the rules to that new video game, but there's certain things that you already know how to do that transfer over. You know how to use all the controllers without looking at it. So there's stuff that carries over in video game land. Just like if I were to buy a new car, I would need to learn the new ways the car's set up. Maybe there's some new technology inside. I might need to learn how to hook up my phone. But the thing is, I know how to push on the gas and do the gears and all that stuff. Now, getting a new motorcycle is different. You have to get to know the feel of it in a way that's completely different from a car. And the learning curve on that is very fun. I highly recommend motorcycles as a means of transportation. With that being said, today's teaching point is literary essay writers revise. Literary essay writers revise by. Thank you, Raina. So you're trying to already figure out what you know, and one of the things you do know is where to get resources that will help you do this work well. And we've had two genres of writing narrative and informative. So you are going to use those same techniques and craft. Can you have informative in your literary narrative essay? Sure. Can you have a narrative in your literary essay? Definitely. That would be an anecdote. So don't forget all the stuff we've done in Teaching Points. It would help to go back and look at your writer's notebook if you have it. But don't forget we have certain resources. I'll display them here. I always do. I always give you so much wonderful examples. You're so lucky to have me. Here's the place where you go to find these resources. Haiku, PowerSchool Learning, but I can't help from calling it haiku. Do you notice how I write it in Japanese? And then go to writing, and then argumentative writing, and then you have within argumentative writing revision strategies. You got the rubric, mentor text, you got your peers. You can see some examples from what examples you guys have already done this year. To mine on Squeaky. So just if you forget what you're doing, you don't remember what you're supposed to be doing, look at those things. Those are your resources. And then use the rubric to make sure you're doing what a 6th grade writer does. We are going to have a district writing prompt coming up next week. How exciting is that? And you'll get a chance to prove yourself in this style of writing. And don't forget, the masterpiece is due April 30th. That's coming right up next week, as well as my paycheck. And there was something else I wanted to remind you of. Oh, the survey. Don't forget to do the link. So after you do the writing today, don't forget to go on the survey and do that. Awesome. Have a good one. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And don't forget to watch Halen's birthday song. Bye-bye.